planning. Every time I see a word planning, this comes to my mind that if you don't plan, you are actually planning to fail. So we want to plan well, and specifically in terms of communication. What is the communication that we are going to make? How we are going to make? What is the strategy that we are going to use? What's an approach of a communication that we are expecting or our team needs to follow? The whole idea behind this knowledge area is to support the efforts to preventing the misunderstanding and miscommunication by the careful selection of methods, messengers, and messages developed through the planning processes. Miscommunication and misunderstanding is something we have talked before, that everybody wants to understand their own whatever they have in their mind. So they will completely miss the communication that you have done. So they might have understood something completely different, or their mind has just stuck at some point and they have completely forgotten the remaining communication. And then so you have to keep this communication, you have to follow up with the communication to make sure that the message that you want to convey is properly conveyed. And sometimes messengers plays a very important role. You have to have a rapport when it comes to communication. The person who is going to communication, stakeholders and communication are linked heavily. Like this, you cannot remove it. All stakeholder will need some communication. Your communication is going to stakeholder. It is important to ultimate success of any project that the stakeholder get the right information through a communication management plan. Inadequate communication planning may lead to problems such as delay in message delivery, which may mean that you will not get the right information, feedback at the right time. Communication information to the wrong audience will make you will be very difficult for will make your life very difficult, because some of them will get the information they should not be getting, or insufficient communication to the stakeholders, or misunderstanding or misinterpretation of the message communicated are the challenges that we will be facing. And we want to make sure that message gets to the right people at the right time through the right messenger, and the message is clear and concise what they are actually expecting. And that is what we have to plan, because we want to make sure that as a project manager, whoever is responsible for communication, he do the right communication, he knows what is the communication that he requires. So throughout the project management life cycle, it is a requirement that your processes are not human based, your project is process based. So anybody who comes in, who joins the project, who knows, you have a kickoff document available for him that, see, this is what you need to do, start working on it. An effective communication management plan that recognize the diversity of the information need of the diverse stakeholders and the project project team that you have in your on your project. You need to develop that early in the project life cycle. The first stakeholder is the sponsor. The first communication is maybe the project charter. The first risk is the project scope statement. So you need to understand all these things. The project communication management plan starts the second you have a sponsor available on your project. And then obviously you need to, as I said, through monitoring, you will be reviewed it regularly and modified when necessary, because we have only one objective and only one objective: make the right impact, transfer the right message, making sure that the message that you want to convey is getting to the right person. As said many times before, planning process will take guidance from the organization and will use organization process assets, and will use standard templates if available. Again, I have said it before and I'm saying it again. Maybe this is the project knowledge area. This is the knowledge area which is completely, you might need to tailor it based on your requirement, but obviously you don't want to reinvent everything. All the templates, all the processes will kickstart your communication. You can jumpstart and see, yes, this is the best template. You can start the communication and then can update it, then can adopt it. So templates for minutes of meeting, risk reports, status reports, and other you might need to tailor as per your requirement. Communication planning is typically completed early in the project, but will happen throughout the project as needed, performed periodically throughout the project as needed, as it is said in other information. and the process of developing an appropriate approach and the plan of project communication activities based on the information needs of each stakeholder or group using available organization assets and the needs of the project. So this is where I conclude my journal discussion on the compliant communication management. We'll see you in the next section. Thank you very much for your time today.